What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Twigger, and I've got another pro game commentary for you guys today, featuring SKT T1's Huni playing on Camille. I saw that he was playing a bunch of Camille, and I really wanted to get a video of this done because I've been seeing a lot of Camille in my elo and just like in the North American scene, and Camille's insanely strong. It does an insane amount of damage. She is the newest champion in the league, and you can build her tanky, you can build her damage. She dominates the top lane. Her hook shot is amazing. It's so much fun to use. But I wanted to see a pro player like Huni bring it to the top lane and see what it could really do. So we are going to be focusing on Huni, and of course, for you who don't know Huni, what a great guy. He was actually the top laner for Immortals for quite some time. He was a Korean player prior to that, but he came over to NA to play as the top laner for Immortals. But then, realized like after Immortals didn't win the last split in 2016 and they didn't go to Worlds, I think it just became kind of apparent to him that he wanted to win a Worlds. So he went to, of course, if you're going to win Worlds, there's one team that you get on, and that is SK Telecom T1. Like, that is, it's the epitome of winning Worlds. They've won it 3 times. It's a pretty impressive team, so now he is the top laner for that. Took over the place of Duke on that team, which I'm excited to watch. But also in this game, I've got to give honorable mention to Deft. And now Deft, of course, you guys might know him. He was the AD carry for EDG, known as one of the best ADCs in the world. But he was now signed to KT, so that's going to be very cool to watch him play, especially alongside Huni. But we're already seeing, look at the damage going down onto this Thresh, my god. So a couple things that we've got to at least bring up here while we're doing this. So first of all, Deft is playing on Ziggs. He's playing the ADC Ziggs meta. He will still be building Ziggs AP, but the reason that you do this is because of his satchel charge, which destroys a structure that's under 25% HP. But we already have in this bot lane the heal going down from Deft. A lot of damage going down here, but that's the key to playing Ziggs in the bot lane, is that you just try to use your satchel charge to get the kills onto the turrets. The Lee Sin is going to land his Q onto the Rengar. We do have a lot of damage going down into the Rengar. He's going to smite the minion to try to get a little bit more life, but the flash coming up from Lee Sin is going to be enough to finish off the Rengar, and it looks like the Victor trying to get into this one as well by flashing in, but the flash being used by the the Fizz as well. Just also saying, so Ziggs in the bot lane, going to be looking to push a lot of turrets very quickly, but we do also have a Jace as the ADC, and this is something that we don't see very often in North America at least, and I haven't seen it in EU West either, but Korea does seem to play Jace in the ADC role, and they don't really mind it all that much. So be curious to see what he can do kind of in the later portions of this game, see if he kind of scales the same way that a normal ADC does. But oh, there you go, that's not what you want to do. Thresh missing absolutely every skill shot that he had. But luckily manages to escape that one. Does use Ignite and also had to use his Flash. So right now there is a huge summoner spell disparity in this bot lane. Jace and Karma both having their Flash, and it's only the Ziggs who has his Flash. But now looking up into this top lane, we do have Huni as the Camille facing the Poppy. And just in regards to who we're kind of facing in this game, we do have Camille versus Poppy in the top lane, Lee Sin versus Rengar in the jungle, Victor versus Fizz in the mid lane, and then of course we've already discussed the Ziggs Thresh versus the Jace Karma. The amount of poke coming out of the Jace Karma is going to be something else. But it looks like right now the Lee Sin is going for this red buff, but the Rengar is here for a little bit of revenge, trying to get onto this Lee Sin, but allowing the red buff to do a lot of damage, using those brushes amazingly to jump in onto that Lee Sin, and he is going to get his revenge kill on the Lee Sin's red buff, and he is also going to take the red buff for himself. Very nicely played, allowing the red buff to do a lot of damage. But here we go, Huni using those hook shots, trying to lock down the Poppy and get a little bit of damage down. For some reason I got a tickle in my throat. I feel like I'm getting sick. Excuse me, there we go. We do have right now Huni doing a lot of damage to the Poppy, but nothing really coming from it yet. The satchel charge is out, and Jace is gonna just not go anywhere near that thing and then run away. But a lot of damage going down for both these guys. The shield is now available for Poppy, but it looks like Camille is gonna get away from this one. The Fizz gonna do a little bit of damage to the Victor. Actually, the Victor doing a ton of damage to the Fizz, and it looks like the trade, it's not gonna be quite over yet, but that is gonna be a one trade basically for the Victor. They do now find the Rengar, and now it's Lee Sin finding, but once again another Thresh hook whiffs. I can't believe how many Thresh hooks we've seen completely whiff nowadays. This is Korean solo queue. Come on, Thresh. Go and talk to Mad Life and figure out how to do this stuff. We did have Huni go back. He's picked up 2 Doran's Blades and a dagger. So that's an interesting build. I don't know exactly what he's going to be doing here, but I think he's going for just kind of like the early game right now. Trying to get a couple kills maybe onto the Poppy to kind of extend him into the later portions of the game. And Huni's now going back again. Did use his TP to get back up there. So I think he just realized that he doesn't want to be in this position of being like so close underneath the turret while the Poppy farms. But it looks like Huni might oh, there's the hook shot. But this is exactly what you can do as Poppy. You just pop that W, and then you can stop the Camille from getting to you with that hook shot and stunning you up. So very, very nice play. But of course, like Huni has his W himself, which just heals him for so much. But there's a hook shot, not going to get blocked this time. A lot of damage coming down from both these champions. It is going to heal up Huni just a little bit and also slow the Poppy. Here comes the damage, not going to be quite enough yet, but there it's going to be a kill for Huni up in the top lane, just barely securing that one. And now Huni's going to try to go B in, but he does have a Rengar to worry about, and Huni's going to try to juke out of this one. Does get the shield, and is going to try to get away from this one. Does have the red buff ticking, and the Lee Sin is now here for support. Very, very nicely done, but now here comes the... Oh, the Rengar is going to jump out. He stood too close to the brush, but it might be okay because Lee Sin might be able to clean this one up and get an assist for the Camille. Is going to get slowed, and here it is. Boom, and there's going to be the kill, but sadly, no assist for Huni's Camille. Sadly, just didn't land an ability onto that Rengar, but I think that was just generally a mistake from Huni. Like, seeing the ward get placed right there, he kind of came back because he knew the Lee Sin was going to go on to the Rengar, but he was standing too close to the brush, and so Rengar could just jump to Huni and get the kill. He was just one shot away. But that is going to be a little bit of a counter jungle coming in from the Lee Sin, but a lot of damage coming down from the Poppy. Right now, nothing happened to the Poppy, but there we go. Lee Sin's just going to ward jump away from that one, using his safeguard to its full extent. We do have the Fizz coming down now. There's the ultimate. Oh, and this is going to be one dead Lee Sin. Sorry, buddy, but boom. Oh, hide on bush. This is Faker. What am I doing? I can't believe I didn't realize that, but a lot of damage going down in the bot lane. Ziggs taking a whirlwind of damage. The Ignite going down onto the Jace right now, but it looks like the Karma Shield is going to keep him alive for a little bit longer. Are they going to have enough to do this one? The Flay coming down. Couple more auto attacks. One more auto attack. No, the heal coming down from the Jace is going to keep him alive, and there we go. But here comes the Victor trying to clean up, but no. It looks like the Death Ray is not going to be enough to clean up the Jace, and he's going to get away from this one. I can't believe I didn't recognize this. So Poppy using her ultimate to get out of that Hextech ultimatum. Very, very nice play. It's just, that's what's great about Poppy against Camille, is that once you put down that Hextech ultimatum, locking the Poppy in, she can just knock you out of it with her ultimate. But yeah, I didn't realize. So yeah, hide on bush. This is Faker. Faker's playing Fizz. So there we go. Faker's Fizz, Huni's Camille, and Deft's Ziggs. This is a loaded game. But I'm definitely excited to see how they all do. But it looks like, and it's SwordArt. Is it actually SwordArt? It might very well be Frostwolf SwordArt. That would be very cool too. But looks like there was a gank in the bot lane. Rengar picking up the Thresh, and it looks like SwordArt's Camille picking up Deft. I can't believe I didn't notice half these things. I'm sorry, guys. I'm clearly not doing my job. Lee Sin does not have his kick available yet. Going to land the Q, though, and that is going to be a kill. But it looks like a lot of damage going down onto the Lee Sin, and teleport was canceled from Faker. Not going to go in on that one, but Camille getting another assist. Currently sitting at 47 CS over the 39 of the Poppy. Lee Sin once again going to use this as an opportunity to counter jungle. Rengar is not here, so that is going to be a free red buff for the Lee Sin. Once again, getting some revenge for Rengar killing him and taking his red buff not too long ago. But Faker is now roaming. The Lee Sin is there, but the Rengar popping his ultimate, trying to get in onto the Lee Sin. Is going to be able to jump in, and a lot of damage going down. Might be enough to kill him all by himself with the flash coming out. The challenging smite going down, not going to be quite enough yet, but Faker is still on the wings here. Might jump over here. No, not going to use the Playful Trickster to get over into that one, but Lee Sin barely surviving with just a fraction of his HP left. But right now the kill score 5-4 in favor of the red team, but the gold lead in favor of the blue team. I'm assuming that's because of some of the CS leads that we're currently seeing accrue. 52-39 in favor of Camille, 30-19 in favor of Lee Sin, 63-58 in favor of Victor, and 67-61 in favor of the Ziggs. And we've also got 12-2 in favor of the Thresh. So even the supports are showing up. But that's, of course, because he has the Relic Shield. But there's the ultimate from Faker. A huge wave on that one. Gonna try to get through, but is gonna flash through. The exhaust coming down from Victor. Is it gonna be enough? The shield keeping him alive for right now, and Faker is gonna get taken down by the Lee Sin. I cannot believe that Q shield from the Victor kept him alive, and it was even hit by the Bull Strike, but it looks like Huni going in with the ultimatum once again. Poppy does not, well, does now have her ultimate, but is gonna whiff it completely. Rengar is here, but the flash coming out of Huni to secure that one with the second proc of the Q. Satchel Charge is gonna go down to try to keep these guys away from them, but right now Deft taking a lot of damage. Here comes the ultimate from both Thresh and also the Ziggs, and it looks like the Thunderlord's Decree is gonna be enough to kill the Karma. But right now we do have a full health Jace currently going in onto the Thresh. The Flay coming down, a lot of damage. Is he gonna be able to land that last? Yes, there's the last auto attack. Is gonna be enough to kill the Thresh. So that is a 1-for-1 support for support going to the ADCs. The ultimate being used by Victor, I guess, just to clear out this wave just before Faker gets here. And Faker is going to go pretty aggressive here. There's the Graviton field. Not going to lock him up. He is just going to walk around that one. But yeah, I don't think that Fizz is going to want to go too aggressive on this one because he does not have his flash or his ultimate available to fight that one. So yeah, a nice little turn here. 7-6 now in favor of the blue team. 16.8k to 15.4k. Definitely securing a little bit of a lead here. And it looks like the... oh, but here we go. Jace is looking to get a little bit of aggressive on deck. No, he's not. On Deft, sorry. On deck. Yeah, the aggression is on deck. But it looks like Camille's build now finally moving away from those Doran's blades, but it looks like they did help in the early game, which is exactly what he wanted them to do. Does now have the Phage and does have 2 daggers. I'm assuming that he's going to be going for a Trinity Force with the Phage. I really haven't seen like a Black Cleaver really on. Well, it could very well be Black Cleaver. There's still a lot of things that the Phage could build into. But I'm assuming it's going to be Trinity Force because Trinity Force on Camille is such an amazingly OP item. But we do have the Lee Sin currently sitting in the brush with the Thresh and also the Ziggs, waiting to make a play happen here. Thresh would have to land a hook, but Rengar is pretty darn close, but they are going to go in on this one. The Lantern is down. The hook is going to whiff again, and Karma is going to survive, but they are trying to bait this one in a little bit after the Thresh hook miss. But Victor is now here. The flash coming out of the Karma, immediately trying to get away from that Ziggs, and it looks like Huni just trying to press his advantage onto this Poppy. It's one of the things about Camille, like, so much damage with your Q, but also with your W, the heals that come out of this. Like, look at this. Like, that's another, like, couple hundred health that she just healed back with, like, no issue whatsoever. And the thing is, the only heals that Poppy has right now are from the Corrupting Pots, which, in fact, do have a limit. There's only 3 of them available, so... But there we go, healing up again! And full health, and shields. Shields, healing, slows, damage, stun. Like, what else could you ask for out of a champion? But it looks like right now the Rengar is going to come in. Lee Sin is there, as well as the Victor. The Fizz is there. But it looks like everybody's just going to run away from that one. One of the great things about the Rengar ultimate is sometimes all you need to do is pop it, and that'll get everybody running away from the champion that they were currently going aggressive on. But I'm excited to see what Faker's Fizz is going to be like in the later portions of this game. Currently, it seems that Victor's been able to hold him off for quite some time. But I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen in the later portion of the game. Of course, Fizz is Fizz. If that guy starts getting assassination potential, it looks like he's already got a Hextech Revolver, so I'm assuming he's going to be going for the Proto Belt Fizz, which should be very, very cool to see. But once again, a lot of damage going down from these top laners. And the ultimatum going down again, but it looks like Huni's trying to dodge, but not going to be able to dodge the ultimate. Now, here comes the Dragon's Kick. Not going to be enough to actually take down the Poppy yet, and Poppy's going to flash and knock the Lee Sin into the turret, and that's going to be a kill for the Poppy, and now it looks like Fizz facing Huni, his teammate. What are you going to do? The ultimate going down, but not going to do a ton of damage because it was so close. Morena Huni in a world of trouble is going to be taken down by the Poppy, and that is going to be her second kill of the game. Very nice roam from Faker on that one. Definitely need to grab some water because my throat feels like it's going to die. Looks like right now a lot of damage going down onto the Jace and also the Karma, but the ultimate coming down from the Thresh isn't really going to be enough to take anybody down. Oh, the damage onto Deft, my lordy, and now the damage onto Thresh. The heal coming down as well, the Ignite going onto the Jace. A lot of damage going onto him. The Hextech Minefield is there. Not going to be enough to pick him up, but there we go. No, not quite enough. The Satchel Charge not going to be enough either. The heal coming down from the Jace, but right now it looks like Camille is teleporting in. Might be able to hookshot in. There, it's going to be the W. Going to be enough to clean up the Jace, and that is going to be a kill for Huni, but it looks like Ziggs also picking up the Karma. Now it looks like the Rengar running for his life. Going to be able to flash away from the Lee Sin flash Q. Very nicely done. But this should allow the blue side to either take... Oh, man, they are chasing for days. The slow is going to land onto the Rengar. They're trying to take him down, but here comes Faker doing quite a bit of damage to the Karma, but... Sorry, not the Karma, the Camille. Going to get the slow with the Playful Trickster, but it looks like everybody is going to survive this one. Victor is still here, but doesn't look like they want to dive too far in. But it looks like right now and here we go, the Satchel Charge, boom. And that's an 25% of the turret health with one ability is a phenomenally strong thing. And it's hard to figure out how to deal with it. Right, you have to just try to push them out, but it looks like Ziggs might be in a little bit of trouble, but never mind, he's got a Thresh. But here we go, the exhaust going down onto Faker. The ultimate going down as well, but it looks like the Lee Sin kicking the Karma in, and that is going to be a dead Karma. Deft picking up his 3rd kill of the game, and an amazing hook. A hook finally landing, and it looks like the satchel charge knocking him away, not providing the damage that he wanted, but it looks like right now in the mid lane, the Rengar is going to be here for Faker, and they are going to pick up a kill onto the Victor, but it looks like they didn't actually manage to take down the Jace. Poppy was TPing in, but canceled that one. So we did finally see a really good hook land, and then also a satchel charge following that up to get the Jace completely off of the Ziggs. But here comes Huni, finding the Rengar counter jungling. Gonna put down the ultimatum, so he's not gonna be able to get away. But an amazing Poppy ultimate, saving the Rengar at the last second. So clutch. But oh no, here's Deft. Jace is still here, but is he gonna fight it? No, he is not gonna fight it. Barely surviving that one. Man, getting out of there with the Thresh's Lantern, currently helping the Ziggs a lot. But here's Huni once again using that hook shot to try to get in, to try to provide some damage. Does not have the ultimatum anymore, so is going to have to be a little bit careful. But it is ultless top laner versus ultless top laner. Not going to go into the W of the Poppy because, of course, that does block the stun and the actual attempt at grappling the Poppy. But looks like not too much is happening here. The Lee Sin did secure the blue buff, which is unfortunate. He had to secure the blue buff because the Karma was there to try to get it herself. So I think he had to just smite it away so it doesn't go on to the Victor. But Huni is going to run away from this one, using his hookshot on his turret to get away from the Karma and the Poppy. But man, Huni's got to be a little bit careful here, but he does have backup. The Lee Sin is here. The stun going down onto the turret. Huni is going to go down, underestimating how much damage that was going to do. And right now, it looks like Playful Tricks are going down, not going to land, but here comes the Fizz's Proto Belt trying to kill this Victor. Is going to finally do it. The onslaught that is Faker finally taking him down, missing the Playful Trickster. I thought that he wasn't going to go any further for that one, but having the Proto Belt, that's exactly what you want on a Fizz. So right now, Faker's sitting at 3-1-1. Huni's sitting at 3-3-1. So the teammates are both looking pretty good, but Faker has died a couple more times. But of course, it is a Fizz, a very, very slippery character. And it looks like with Huni being down, the red side is just pushed up. They got the first turret in the top lane. It looks like now they're aiming for the second one. They do take that one down. So now the gold lead swings in favor of the red side. 28.9k to 27.9k. 11 to 10 in favor of the red side. Just going down the CS markers a little bit here. Poppy has managed to come back 118 to 108. Rengar has also come back and is now beating the Lee Sin 85 to 57. Faker's done a good job at coming back in this one. 129 to 122 in favor of the Victor. And then 151 to 136 in favor of Deft. So, very, very close game in terms of CS, but there was a much larger advantage for the blue side just a few minutes ago, and now it looks like the red side has really been able to kind of come back in this one. Poppy getting very aggressive onto Deft, but they do have the Lee Sin here, so there goes the Hexac Minefield, the ultimate coming down and locking all of those guys up, but Thresh is going to put the Lantern down. They are going to try to chase that one down a little bit, but no. Poppy being on point with those ultimates nowadays, but now we have a really big fight going on here. The Rengar versus the Camille. The ultimatum going down. Rengar trying his best to do as much damage as possible, but there's going to be the heal. The Karma shield is not going to be enough to keep her alive, and now it looks like Camille going in once again. The exhaust going down onto the Karma. Sorry, the Karma using the exhaust onto the Camille, doing a lot of damage. Might be able to fight this one, but no. There's the heal from the Camille, locking him down, dodging the Q, and Huni doing a 2v1 there. Very, very easy. Nicely done. Getting the heal was just what he needed to, and also dodging that Karma Q was a thing of beauty. And now it looks like Camille in a little bit of a sticky situation while the Jace and the Fizz are trying to chase her down, but they are going to give up the search because it's one of those things that, Camille is very, very good at running away. Looks like the ultimate coming down, the death bomb, not going to be able to land onto Fizz, of course. Oh, but there we go. Lee Sin using his Q and managing to get Faker again. He's doing all the juice that he can, but it is not going to be enough to get away from the Lee Sin. I can't believe how long Faker survived. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Satchel charge, and boom, there it is. Easy as that. A turret going down. Oh, man, I'm surprised at how long Faker actually lasted there, but very well done by him. He does now have his Sheen, so he's going to be providing a lot of damage for his team, but I don't know how you currently deal with Huni, because 5-3-1 with that Trinity Force completed also has the Tiamat. There are a lot of different schools of thought about how you build Camille. Some people will go for the damage, what is it, the Ravenous Hydra? We'll go for the, yeah, it is the Ravenous Hydra, so they'll go for the damage Tiamat, trying to provide that extra burst damage coming out of Camille, but a lot of people nowadays have actually been focusing on the Titanic Hydra and building a little bit more health and building Camille a little bit tankier so that way she has more survivability. But a lot of damage going down. An amazing 3-person knockup by the Poppy ultimate. Very nicely done, and Deft going down, but a traded kill as well. Lee Sin picking up a kill onto the Rengar, and right now Victor is here. The flash Q coming out from the Lee Sin is going to be enough to pick up the Poppy, but it will be the Victor getting the kill on that one, and a shutdown. That bonus 300 gold for the team. Very, very nice. Very welcome. It looks like Huni and Fizz once again fighting each other. Huni and Faker going to be in the top lane. Huni did take down that first turret in the top lane, but there's the ultimate from Faker. Nice little chunk of damage, but not going to do as much. But look at the damage coming down from Huni. That is just something else. And he is going to go aggressive on Faker, and that is going to be a kill. Unbelievable amounts of damage coming out of Huni with that Trinity Force. Lee Sin is now here trying to get in onto this Jace. The Jace is going to get hit by the Q, and now the Dragon doing a little bit of damage to him as well. No, it is going to start targeting the Lee Sin, but there we go. The Flash Dragon's Rage is going to be enough to take down the Jace, and he just thinks to himself, while I'm here, I might as well take down the Dragon. So that is going to be an Ocean Dragon for the blue team to combat the Infernal Dragon that the red team currently has. And now Huni, kind of caught in a weird position here, is going to use the explosive plant and trying to use the Hookshot to get out of this one. Is going to try to take a little bit of damage from the red buff, but is just going to stack up that second proc of the Q and knocking the Rengar away and knocking him to safety. Very, very nicely done. Looks like the Ziggs trying to seal that red buff with his large death bomb, but not going to get it. So right now, 17-13. Once again, the gold lead has shifted. 39.1k to 35.8k in favor of the blue side. And Huni now jumping over this wall is not going to land the stun onto the Rengar, so he's just going to back out of that one using the Lantern from Thresh. But the ultimate now being used by the Rengar. Don't know if he wants to go too aggressive on this one. The Poppy is available, trying to get the damage onto the Thresh, but it's not going to be quite enough. Poppy is now here, going to get in, is going to try to get the knockup on. He does have his knockup available, don't know when he's going to use it. Is just going to knock 4 people away. He actually just knocked them all to safety. Oh, that was unfortunate. I see what he was trying to do there, that if he lived, they might be able to like just secure one target, but sadly knocked everybody to safety and died himself. I was expecting him to do the like kind of the one tap ultimate to get like a knock up on 4 people and have his team collapse in on that, but nope, sadly just did not work that way. So that's gonna be another kill in favor of the blue team. They do not have the ability to try to take down this red buff, but here comes Huni doing a lot of damage to the Jace, and there goes the ultimatum, knocking everybody else out. It's just the Rengar versus Huni. Huni doing a lot of damage. Is going to land the snare, and the Q proc is going to be enough to take that one down. Thresh just locking down this Jace, and it looks like Victor going to be able to kill that one, and that's going to be a killing spree for the Victor, securing his 3rd kill of the game. But man, you've got to watch out for Lee Sin and Camille right now. 7-3-3 for both of these champions, and it looks like they're pinging the Baron? That'd be a 22.5-minute Baron, but, you know, the jungler is down and the ADC is down, so they are going to be going for the Baron. They don't have Huni there, though, so that's a lot of damage that they don't have. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a smart idea. They are going to back off this one. They are just going to bait it and wait for the Poppy. The Q does miss from the Lee Sin, but this Ultra Charge is going to knock the Poppy back into the team. But it looks like here comes the Fizz doing a lot of damage with his ultimate, but it looks like Karma is going to be taken down by Huni. He is now unstoppable, and it looks like he's going to try to flank the enemy team. Faker and Poppy in a really bad spot right now. Don't know if the enemy team is going to want to go for this one, but there's the Flay. The hook not going to come out quite yet, but here's the Poppy trying to do some damage, trying to do whatever they can. The shutdown bonus going from the Victor onto the Rengar, getting a triple kill. Huge amounts of damage coming down from the Rengar, killing the Ziggs, the Thresh, and also the Victor. That's going to be a quadra kill. Is Huni going to feel generous here and allow the Penta to happen to the Rengar? Oh, Huni's looking for it. You've got to earn your Penta, though, if you're going to be fighting Huni for it. He's going to try to get it, but Huni is just so strong. He is going to get slowed, and this is going to be Huni. No, not taking down the Rengar quite yet. No, he's not going to get the Penta. Jace coming in and securing the final kill for the ace, but no Penta kill for the Rengar. Oh man, that was a lot of action in the past couple minutes. Trying to slowly but surely not die. I kind of want my voice for other things. But man, that was just absolutely clutch. They were quite low on HP, and Rengar does have that solid amount of AoE damage, so just jumping in there, landing his abilities on everybody, and this is going to be a Baron for the red team. So once again, we have another shift. The gold is almost even, just a few hundred gold separating these guys. Poppy might be caught out a little bit here. No, is going to survive. Oh, there's the ultimate from Deft, and that's going to be a dead Poppy. But man, so Rengar getting that quadra kill. I like the fact, it's always been my opinion that you have to earn your pentakill, right? So Huni did the right thing where he just said, you know, fuck it, I'll give it to you. I will fight you for it, and if I win, you don't get your penta, but if you kill me, you get your penta. And so Huni turned around, he fought him for it, was going to kill him, but then team support came in. Poppy securing the stun against the Camille, and then sadly Jace did secure the kill, so he doesn't end up getting the penta, but you know, at least he survived and you got the ace, which secured you a Baron. But right now, Faker in a little bit of a problematic situation. The ultimatum coming down, and that's going to be a very, very free kill for Huni. Thresh securing the assist on that one, but 24-18 the current kill score, and it looks like SwordArt has left the game. It looks like it might have been a DC or something like that. Hopefully he does come back. That would be a very unfortunate thing, especially now. It's always unfortunate when DCs happen when you have something like Baron, right? Like, you've got a couple minutes to make a lot of stuff happen. The flash coming out from the Jace, trying to kill Deft, but he is going to miss the accelerated shot blast, and that's going to be enough from the Victor with that ultimate to kill him. But amazing reaction time from this Poppy. Lord almighty, that W was fast. But now we have, once again, the battle of the top laners. I don't think that the Poppy can really handle the damage that Huni's going to be throwing out, but, you know, not doing too bad. But to be honest, it was the turret that took a lot of damage out of Huni. And man, Huni just keeps on turret diving. There's the shield once again, but look at the damage that Huni's providing. He does have that Ravenous Hydra, so he's doing a lot of damage. The W coming out from Poppy once again, and Poppy is going to outduel Camille. So well done. This was just one of those, I think Huni just got way too overzealous. But the ultimate coming down from Faker onto the Thresh, using the Proto Belt as well, but now does not have his playful tricks to get away from this one. Poppy taking a lot of damage from the Lee Sin, but with Lee Sin is going to not, sorry, he's going to miss his Q. The shield coming down for Poppy's passive is going to keep her alive for a little bit longer. The ultimate coming down from the Rengar is going to be enough to take down the Victor. Right now we have to start worrying about this Rengar. He's doing a lot of damage. It's going to jump over to the Thresh, doing quite a bit of damage, not going to be quite enough. He does also have a Guardian Angel, so it doesn't even matter if he dies to this Lee Sin. Shock Blast coming down from the Jace, doing a lot of damage to Deft, but not going to be enough to pick him up. And right now, Lee Sin and Deft just have to run for their lives. So even without the Karma, very, very nice play coming out from the red team. They have to start worrying about... So at the beginning of this, we have to talk about the Camille. Camille definitely could have killed the Poppy. I've got to give credit to the Poppy because the Poppy played that flawlessly. Almost died, but played it flawlessly. Like, kept him underneath the turret, got the stuns off where he needed it to, stopped the stuns coming down by using the W. But there's X-Tech ultimatum once again, but once again, Camille a little bit caught out here, taking so much damage. There are 3 people there, and he just wants to go ham all the time. This is one of the things that we do love about Huni, but we also hate about Huni at the same time. It's one of those just... Why are you being so aggressive? But look at that Dragon Steel jumping in there, getting it, jumping out. Very easy. That's the second Ocean Dragon for the blue side. But I just feel like Huni is being super, super aggressive because he's 10-6-3. Who wouldn't be? But he is dying a lot now. He's now 6 deaths. He's gotten 3 deaths in the past, like, 5 minutes. So... something that you've got to think about a little bit. You are not playing against children here. You are playing against the likes of Faker and SwordArt. Like, that is, you're among some elite company, Huni, and they will abuse your mistakes. So just in terms of the CS here, still fairly even in the top laners, 188 to 179, 124 to 120 in the jungle, so very, very even there. 190 to 182 for the mid laners, 259 to 211 in favor of Deft's Ziggs. So the only real advantage that you have is coming from this Ziggs in the bot lane. Everybody else is fairly even, but it's something that in terms of having the AP Ziggs in the bot lane, the main thing that you have to kind of do to counteract this, and what the blue side has done really, really well, is that if you do the Ziggs in the bot lane, then you really don't have a lot of attack damage because you don't have an AD carry, which is exactly what you're then going to be missing with the Ziggs. But as long as you get an AD jungler and AD top laner who does quite a bit of damage, you got a Camille and a Lee Sin, you're not really missing your AD carry. You're going to have enough attack damage as is on your team, so they can't just build nothing but magic resistance and be okay. So very, very nice team comp coming out of them. Looks like the Jace is gonna just clear out some minis, but is gonna get hooked. The Graviton field is there as well, gonna get locked up completely, and Deft is gonna get the kill on that one. Lisa not even getting in there for an assist. But very, very nice hook coming from the Thresh. Poppy is now looking like she's kind of TPing somewhere. No, they're just going B. So there we go. Finally, Karma did reconnect. Kind of unfortunate. It's one of those things that, like, I think at this level of play, if you're a professional player, you're not DCing for some stupid reason. Like, he did not rage quit. I think there was probably just some issue that happened at his computer. But as long as he is back now, the issue is they lost their entire Baron. And like, of course, having a DC during the Baron buff means that you couldn't really utilize the Baron the way that you wanted to. So unfortunate stuff, but you know, he's back now. We do have the 5v5. So excited to see what these teams are going to be doing in the future of this game. Baron coming up in a minute 30, so that's definitely going to be the next objective. I would definitely assume that people are going to be going back now, picking up some control wards, using the money that they currently have, and probably positioning themselves around that Baron. That's what I would be doing, at least. But then again, I am not a Korean challenger player. Though I want to be. that's where I think everybody wants to end up, but I'm not there yet. So right now the kill score 26-22 in favor of this blue side, but you know, 56.9k to 55.1k, it is a very, very close game, and we're now seeing kind of the not late game. We're not really in the late game yet, but we're seeing the kind of like the late mid game is what I'll call it. The late mid game Rengar is actually phenomenally strong. He's already got a Guardian Angel. He's got great cooldown reduction and insane amount of armor pen. And he can blow up your squishy targets, just like what the old Rengar used to do. He can still very well do that. Poppy already does have a lot of resistances with the Sunfire Cape, the Spirit Visage, the Iceborne Gauntlets, the Ninja Tabai, and also the additional Warden's Mail. A crap ton of armor, a crap ton of health. Like Poppy's just the absorption sponge. That's all Poppy's going to be. But we do have Huni now finding the Poppy once again, so we are going to see the battle of damage versus tank. And we're now seeing that Camille's not doing a ton of damage to the Poppy, so that's going to be worrisome a little bit later in the game if Poppy can just absorb and take care of Huni and just keep him kind of away from the squishies. But are we going to have deja vu by this bot lane? Right now, it looks like the blue side is pondering the Baron. Huni and Poppy just kind of fighting each other once again. This is just so many shields, so much health, and it looks like Poppy might actually win these trades now. It's a scary notion, but the 4, 6, and 7 Poppy might start beating the 10, 6, and 3 Huni. Oh boy. Oh, and here's some damage onto Deft. Deft not going to be able to get over the wall with his satchel charge, but the Lantern was there, and Rengar is going to have to go away from that one, using the ultimate to try to kill the Ziggs, but not going to be quite enough. And Poppy's just kind of holding her own here, just making sure that Camille can't take down this turret with the split push that she wants to do. And it looks like Poppy going to get the W up and also lock the Camille against the wall, but Camille has the heals, though, so you've got to be wary of that. But right now, the Jace coming down to the bot lane as well. Just going to be Camille down against the Jace and the Poppy, but no, Jace is going to go back into the mid lane. We've kind of just had a positioning game at this point, right? No one really looking to make a move yet. I think it's mainly the reason that since the Baron is now live, I think both of these teams know that one messed up team fight and you lose the Baron, which could mean a lot of stuff going down in your base. And for the red side, they do have to deal with the fact that they have an inhibitor down in that mid lane, so they do have to take care of those super minions. And I think they are also aware that if they lose a team fight, it could be game over, right? You've got a Camille, you've got a Lee Sin, and you've got a Ziggs. So those Nexus turrets are not going to stand too much of a chance. Look at it. This is just Clash of the Titans. Like, nothing is happening here. They're doing so much, yet doing so little. Once again, though, Huni being a little bit aggressive here, taking a lot of damage from that turret. And it looks like Poppy is going to use this opportunity now to go B, because I think they're once again looking at the Baron, and everybody's playing this game so cautiously. But while they're kind of like baiting this Baron out, the red team is kind of going to push up this mid lane, maybe try to get a turret, but no, they're even going to back off that one. The Dragon is available, and it looks like Faker is pinging it. Faker might just try to do this by himself. No, he is going to start grouping up with the team again. Not sure what is happening. If they get the second Infernal Drake, that is a big amount of damage. The Infernal stacking is huge. But once again, everybody's just so cautious, not wanting to throw this game. But looks like, are they? No, they're not on the Baron yet. Poppy is going B, not going to be TPing in, just wants to get as much use of her money as possible. Does have the Giant's Belt now as well, so is going to finish off that Randuin's Omen. Very, very nice build coming up from the Poppy, being super tanky with additional health and the ability to slow people's auto attacks. But there we go. They are finally pulling the trigger, and the blue side is going for this Baron. The Poppy is TPing in the back and is not going to get interrupted. Camille is currently going for the Jace, trying to take down the damage, but not going to be quite enough yet. Is going to get knocked away from the Poppy. It is now a 5v4. The Rengar taking so much damage in the backline. The ultimate coming down from the Ziggs, landing on 2 people. Looks like Faker is going to get out of that one. No, is going to get taken down by Huni. The Proto Belt not going to be enough to save his life. And the Poppy now going. She's still so tanky, trying to take down the Camille. The exhaust going down from SwordArt is going to get locked against the wall, but Camille is still not dead. Poppy's still alive, is going to finally be taken down by the Lee Sin, but the Lee Sin is going to be traded for the Jace. Camille taken down by the Rengar, and it looks like Threshby in the next target here is going to be taken down by the Jace for a double kill, and that is a 4-for-2 exchange in favor of the red team, but they have got to get back to their base because their open inhibitor is currently being chomped on by super minions. Woo! What a team fight. And there we go. So they did not get back in time, and that is going to be a dead inhibitor. So it was a 1 trade in favor of the red side, but they did lose the inhibitor. So it's not overly worth it, I would say. It does keep them in the game, and they did stop the red team for, the blue team for taking the Baron. But man, losing an inhibitor, that's a rough one. But we are seeing, though, exactly what I was talking about. This Poppy. Now that Poppy is as tanky as she is, she's kind of able to deal with Camille, like push her around. Every time that Camille goes for a hook shot on the wall, Poppy can stun her against the wall. Poppy can also, like, when she puts her W on in the middle of a team fight, it's gonna stop the Lee Sin from jumping in. It's gonna stop the Camille from jumping in. So you can kind of dictate the movements of the enemy team, but Camille jumping over immediately, Huni just never ceases to amaze me with how much aggression he's willing to pop out. Like, it's just, he's always ready. It's like, yeah, I'm going ham. Like, no matter what, just jumping over the wall, no concern whatsoever. Looks like Karma might be caught out a little bit. The ultimate coming down from the Poppy is gonna not go off. No, they are just gonna hold that one. I've got to say, too, Poppy did an amazing job last team fight that when the entire thing started, got the ultimate off on Camille, which just isolated her away from the team fight so they could get a lot of damage on that blue side, not having to worry about the Camille decimating their team. But, the longer that they wait, so there's the ultimate, is going to land on Deft. That's going to be a lot of damage. That's half of his HP. Faker is going in, but he's going to get absolutely annihilated. The Flay and the Dragon's Rage are just going to knock Faker around. The ultimatum going down onto the Jason. They are going to be able to clean that one up. The Rengar is going to try to make something happen, or at least try to delay some time, buy some time for his team, but the shutdown going onto the Thresh, and that is now a 3-for-0 exchange. Poppy is now the next target, but she is incredibly tanky. Going to try to knock everybody away, but no! Everybody jukes her ultimate, and that means that all 5 members of this team are going to be here. SwordArt being taken down by Huni, and now Poppy is going to be the last person remaining, but Deft's bomb is going to be enough to take down the Poppy, and that is probably going to be GG. The surrender vote coming down, and that is going to be the end of this game. So amazing game here. Can't believe how many people were in this game and how many people I didn't recognize. So Huni, SwordArt, Faker, and Deft all in the same game, but it looks like Huni and Deft managed to take down SwordArt and Faker. Amazing stuff coming out of Huni's Camille. So aggressive, but also a very interesting build, kind of mixing the tankiness, but also with the damage of the Trinity Force and the Ravenous Hydra, but then following it up with a Guardian Angel and also a Dead Man's Plate. Don't know what his last item was going to be because he had 2 control wards because he's a team player, but very, very cool stuff coming from all of these guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that Korean solo queue pro game commentary. Feel free to let me know what players you want me to do commentaries on, and I will do my best to find a game of them, or even if there's a champion that you want to see a pro player play, so that way we can try to learn more about how pro players play that champion. Feels like that was a tongue twister, but thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing this video with your friends. But most importantly, thank you so much for watching. I am Twigger, and I will see you guys in the next video.